Being in the sun just makes you feel good, and it's free. But you don't have to be outdoors to enjoy it. Architect J.B. Clancy shows us some easy ways to bring the outside inside through the benefit of daylighting.
My most favorite spaces, they're light-filled. That light comes mostly through light from the sun in the sky. Daylighting adds a real richness to an interior. It creates a connection between the indoor and the outdoor environment, and it provides a greater sense of well-being.
When it comes to the basics of daylighting, just follow the sun.
The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, and we can determine during the day exactly where that sun will be. So we like to position our houses to orient toward the path of the sun. This particular house, we were able to actually create a courtyard and have that whole courtyard orient to the south, therefore almost creating a light scoop and capturing sunlight almost throughout the entire day. You can see we put the window head heights probably about almost a foot to a foot and a half higher than a conventional window that you might find in your own house. And by looking out the window from where I'm standing, the top of the window, all I see is sky and the sun. And that's one of the advantages of having a tall window head height, is it really draws that light in from the sun and the sky.
So, how can you harness the power of daylight in your home?
As long as you can find, a way to access it, you can bring daylighting into your house. Even if you don't have the ability to position your house exactly how we've done here, you can think about your house. Where is that orientation facing south? Where is the shade coming from? Where's the direct sunlight coming from? And then maybe where are there spaces in your house that might feel dark? Sometimes it doesn't actually have to be a large window, maybe a high transom window up high to draw daylight into that room. So it's not necessarily about having a blank slate to optimize daylighting. It's thinking about the specific condition that you have to bring daylight into your house.
And sometimes bringing in natural light requires a little bit of creativity.
In this case, we were working with a house that had a wonderful backyard but had no access to it. So we designed in a whole series of windows to bring the outside in. We did that in a couple ways. One, we raised the window head up high and used transoms to bring light from the sky in. We also lowered the windowsill to bring the foreground directly into the interior. So we almost have a vertical panorama, bringing both sky and garden directly into the inside. What we're about to go up and look at next is a way to manipulate that light, bring the light into the building, but then using other devices to reflect it and drive it further into the center of the space. Sometimes as an architect, you get to design, shape, and orient the building in exactly the way you want. Other times, you're working with an existing building. What we had was a very square building, which gave us an opportunity to put rooms in each corner, but left us with the middle of the building having no access to daylight. So we designed a system to draw light from the outside into the center of the building using a system of skylights, highly reflective acrylic mirrors, and light diffusion panels to then drive the light into the building, refract it around, and then push it through the stained glass that you see here. The space we used for the light shaft was actually just unused attic space, so we didn't even have to give up any floor area of the house to create this light chamber that allowed us to bring the outdoor light directly into the center of the home.
There's also another key benefit to bringing more daylight into your home.
The beauty of natural daylight is it's full spectrum light. So when you're experiencing daylight, you realize you're not standing in light from light bulbs or recessed lights. You're actually standing in light from the sun. The light feels different and it looks different, and your body senses that you actually feel like you may be outdoors. Natural light, from a quality standpoint, is the highest quality light you can get. Not only does it make things look better, but it also makes you feel better.